Good morning, children. Continue our lesson, and today, 16th of March. What inventors are? Continue our theme of the lesson. Inventors are often extremely observant in the 19th and 14th. Swift, engineer, geography, the minstrel saw tiny hooks on the bars, clinging to his hunting and jacket, and invented the toque and lobe fastener system known as Werfel. Invention can be serendipitous. In the late 18th 1018th, a German medical scientist, because Paul Ehrlich spilled some new dye into petri dish containing bad cell, so that chemotherapy happy in the mild 1000 as an American businessman, Clerker Goodberg, dropped a rubber mixture containing sulfur on his hot stove and invented localization. Inventors do it for money. Australian chemist Errol von Welbach, in developing the gas mantle in the 1980, provide 16 extra years of profitable to the shareholders of gas and companies. Note: many inventors are often progressive developments with no one person fully responsible. In many cases, it is hard to pinpoint the exact date and person responsible for the invention. Sometimes many people are involved with a basic model being improved and maybe turned into workable models. And aluminium is one of the most advanced metals, but it was only in the 18th and 18th that processing were invented, which enabled aluminium to be produced cheaply. Carl William Siemens, USA, developed a mill to produce aluminium from bauxite, or when 1000 aluminium is used extensively in building an airplane in aviation. The first powered heavier than air flight was undertaken by Orville Wright on December 17, 2003. The first airplane was made of wood. By 1809, they made a demonstration of high around the Hudson River and the York. Airplane technology rapidly improved, and they were used for military means in the First World War. Antiseptics. During Semmelweis, a Hungarian scientific, was the first permitted doctor to make a strong link between the use of antiseptic and improving survival rates of women giving head. His work was taken up by others such as Joseph Lister, who became a pioneer of antiseptic surgery. Archimedes' screw. 3rd century BC, invented by a chemical of this innovation designed enabled water to be pulled uphill against gravity. Atomic bomb. Between this period, a team of scientists developed the first atomic bomb as part on the Manhattan Project. Chief of the project was Robert Oppenheimer. Albert Einstein later in 1999 warned what the Nazis were developing a bomb was important in creating an impetus for the project. Balance pen. Lazo, a Hungarian newspaper editor, developed a more suitable ink and 1961 for a ballpoint pen in Argentina. After the war, varieties of the ballpoint pen became commercially successful. Barbet Wright, the first patent for Barbet Wright was averted to Luxembourg by Smith. Barbet Wright became a very cheap way of creating an effective barrier. Initially used in agriculture to keep animals and certain issues, it became widely used for military purposes. And now I want to say, with innovation, it's a very good, but have difference between a new innovation and old innovation. Innovation, it's our life, it's our day, and you very good use, innovation, new technology, old technology, because it's very important, because it's very easy, it's very good, it's very needly. Okay, Barbet Wright, the first patent for Barbet Wright was evaluated to loosen and battery 18,000. Macmillan, a Scottish blacksmith, is said to have developed the first two-wheeled pedal-powered bicycle in the 80s and 60s. The Michel of Bonnyshaker improved on the decided and started a boom in bicycle use. Camera Lucis Daguerre, a French innovator, spent many years developing the process of photography. In 1869, he made the first camera which enabled permanent photograph to be taken. In 80 and 89, Geography Eastman invented the flexible roll of film which enabled photography to be much more practical. And now I want to say it's a very rule, it's very good. For example, camera is a very good job. Maybe 3 sentences, write 3 sentences. Okay. Camera it's a very good invention, and camera it's a very easy invention, and camera and photography and computer connect with our them of the lesson. It's our them invention. Now I want to say computer was considered the father of computers for his work on mechanical computer and devices, but it was only the 1804 that the first electronic computers were produced. For example, Howard Aiken and Grace Hopper developed the Forward Mac 1 computer in 1944. Cat Eyes, developed by Percy Shaw, a fellow in England, shows be seen using refractive lens embedded in the road enables motorists to have better visibility when driving during the night. Maybe it's a very easy sentence. Clocks. Christian Huygens developed the pendulum which made promoted clocks more accurately. Consent. English inventors Joseph Aspen developed Hadley Rouse and Hammond, which used mix limestone, clay, and aggregate. Okay, electricity. Michel Herbsey and Joseph Ferry. Both built models of electric generation. Nikola Tesla developed the situation as electricity generation in 80 and 92. For example, Emil Ray Thompson developed the USA electronic communication message. The email was sent between the two computers and the same network. Fiber optics. Modern fiber optic using high parity CO2 rather than opera was developed by Sam D. Vita US and Richard Sapres. Film. Frenchman loses. Okay, think about this and use rule sentences and think about this, because it's very important rules why you connect, you include very many them of the lesson, different meaning. Okay. Mothers. John Walker English developed the first friction match which could be bicycling sandpaper. The first several match originated in 80 and 44 created by a Swede, Gustav Erik Fars. More good. Samuel Morse. Morse development achieved them lots and dashes to help send telegraph our long distance ride. And the first protocol was established in 80 and 62. In 90 and 51, the first .com domain was registered. In 90 and 90s, Tim Berners-Lee developed the worldwide web, the first internet web browser. Okay, never miss a day in history. Thousands inventors are dogged. The American inventor Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of material before he writes a book, before you write many, make the carbon filament for his established lighting club, described his work as 1% inscription and 99% perspication, and his laboratory in Menlo Park, Edison's and 99% participation at his laboratory in Menlo Park, and G. Edison's approach was to identify a potential gap in the market and fill its wish in invention. His works were told there is was to do in a better find it, and accidentally and inscription. Okay, to keep to inventor success, the register begin to the right place at the right time. Christopher Lutman Lewis and Carlos Clayton took their invention to arms manufacture registrants just when the company production lines were running down after the end on the American Civil War. Okay, continue our lesson and listen to me, please, because it's very important information. I give you information and you listen to information, think about that and write these sentences. I give you homework exercise about homework, and you read text again. Okay, goodbye, children.